All right. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. It's our first day of summer boot camp. And I'm super excited for this series. It really is the best time of year. We have a lot of summer energy. We had the full moon yesterday. Lots of energy for creating new goals, lots of energy to create plans and strength and whatever it is that you want for your body. There's lots of energy around it. We have 5 weeks together to work on and think about what it is you want, what your personal goals are going to be for this series. We will be taking a break. This class happens Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings here live or live in your backyard or bedroom, wherever you are. You can also do the recordings. There is also a component of Tuesday and Thursday nights at Clark Dominguez Park here in Rockland. And we have a couple people doing all of it. So yay, 5 weeks together. And we'll be taking a break on, let's see, it's going to be June 30th through July 5th. We won't be recording live. We won't be having live classes for the 4th of July holiday. I know a lot of people travel or go out of town. That doesn't mean that you are just like on, do nothing. That means that you maybe catch up on recordings or you work on some of your exercises and your goals during that time on your own, or get a family member or whoever you're with on 4th of July to join you. All right. We have also in this series the end of the year party, and that is happening on July 15th on that Friday. You can participate in your mind on your own, secretly in your own house with your little new outfit or whatever it is that you're going to celebrate in. And then some of you will really select in the next weekend what it is, like something you may want to wear. I love the idea of selecting something to wear that you feel good in. It's a much better way versus the scale. The scale can be all crazy. You can actually be gaining, the number can go up on the scale because you're gaining muscle, and that can be frustrating. However, your shape, your toning could be better. And so it's always fun to have an outfit or something to look forward to and to try to fit into. The most important thing is how you're going to work with your mind, your visualization, and your thoughts on how you want to feel in your body. And so maybe you're just going to come to that last day with a new outfit of how your mind talks to you and how you feel inside your body. So lots of things coming up. We'll be taking stats today. We will be working hard on the other days, the stats on the first day and stats on the last day. But in between, we'll be doing workouts that are really about strength building and toning and cardio endurance, but mostly around the muscle. And the intervals will be based off of Dr. Jade Tita's. He works a lot with women and hormones. So they're great for hormones and women's bodies in particular, not men's. All right, so today's format, we're going to have a little bit longer breath work at the beginning. It's about laying the groundwork for the next 5 weeks. We'll do a little longer stretching. We're going to go through the stats, and I'm going to show a lot of variations. And remember, it's good to have variations if you don't particularly do well with burpees. Now, if you just don't like them because they're hard, you may need to think about what you want to do and whether you need to do them or not. We're going to take our time and really go through the variations, and we're going to get our stats. And then we'll do a longer meditation at the end and kind of feel into that feeling of what we want to feel at the end. It's super important to get it in our mind and in our feeling body, because then everything else will fall in line. All right. So again, like I said, future classes, we'll go through this beginning part a lot quicker. We'll be doing our a little bit of stats at the beginning of each class, but the main focus will be intensity for 20 minutes. So just know you have 20 minutes to really get out your focus and your aggressions and your determination and your hardworking, intense place will be in the 20 minutes. We'll have a yoga and always a meditation and a reflection. All right, safety. Safety, safety. How are you going to stay safe in your body? I want everyone to take a I commit to listening to our bodies. I commit, hand up, like really honor, hand on the heart, hand in the air. You are going to listen to your body. You're going to listen for cues. You're going to make modifications. Sometimes you'll rest. Sometimes you'll rest and just cheer on your teammates. Sometimes you'll really grind it out. And sometimes you'll rest more than you work. And that's okay if that's what your body is asking for. All right, we're all going to stay safe, and it is really your responsibility to know when you need to slow down and when you need to modify. All right, for safety, the long-term benefits are when you listen, and we will always give ourselves grace and love and encouragement. Might need to hand on the heart. Grace, love, and encouragement is also part of safety. All right, we're ready. We have a few new faces and we have some familiar faces. So let's find out who's in the series and what energy is going to be sprinkled in and what energy we're going to share. So live here in person, we have Jamie and we have Kelly. Yay, Kelly. Live back in the back, we have Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. And we have Lori. And live here today, we have Becky and Molly. So you guys will have lots of people to look at on screen for different variations, because I know some of them are going to be doing them and they might have some good ideas for you. Feel free to take their ideas. Live on screen today, we have Kara. Good morning, Kara. We have Kim Handy. Good morning. We have Cherie all the way from Colorado. Yay, Cherie. Good morning to Becky. Beautiful backyard, beautiful Becky. And we have Liz, live with Liz and the pool and her puppy. Yay. All right, we have a lot of you guys on the recording. Some of you are at work this morning. Some of you aren't feeling well. Some new faces who are traveling and heading out for vacation, but she's going to catch the recording. So we're going to say hello and welcome, and just feeling when I call out your name or when you hear the name, just feeling the energy of each person. So first one's going to be my mom. Her name is Debbie. Hope you're feeling better, Mom. We have Jenny Munoz. We have, did we say hello to Kim Handy? We did, okay. And live on the recording, we're gonna have Rachel. We're also gonna have Lauren Kennedy watching the recording later. We have a brand new face and welcoming April Brooks. She's coming from Arizona. We also have Tapitha. We'll also have Francine. Francine may drop in a little bit late today. She had a meeting that went till 8:30. We have Sandra. We have Jenny Zielinski taking care of her husband who just had surgery yesterday. And also we want to welcome Barbara Rogers, who will be on the recordings later. We have in our Tuesday, Thursday, we have Julie Berlin, Mitzi, Michelle Martinez, Jessica, Jody, Jennifer Ybarra, Karen Huffines, Dana, and Heather Hilton. All right, lots of love, lots of energy. What a team, right? What a team. Yeah, a fantastic team. And so now what I'm going to have you do is grab a sip of water, go get your weights now, and then we'll all meet on our mats standing with prayer hands to heart. Don't worry, I know there's a lot of groundwork and talking today. It won't always be like that, but enjoy it if you like it. No worries. No worries.
It's that kind of a day.
I love it. All right. Yay. So just coming in, just a little movement side to side. And then just shake out your body from head to toe. No worries. Head to toe. And then bring your feet together and your prayer hands to heart. And just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Settling in. Some of you may want to stay right here and continue with breathing in the stillness. And others may want to inhale and sweep the hands up to sky, stretch tall, and exhale the heart. Breath with movement. And bring it in. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull it in. 1 more. Everyone will hold here. Just opening up to gratitude for showing up, for stepping into this container, this 5-week container of focus on your body, your strength. You're ready. We're going to inhale and sweep to sky and then dive it forward. Inhale back up to sky and dive it forward. Remember, a forward fold doesn't work. Just stay with the circles up tall. Your choice. 3 more. Take 1 more and return back to heart, return back to stillness. Release the hands, take your feet hips distance, and we're going to start with the shoulders. It's a little shoulder roll, circles backwards. You can bring the elbows into those circles. And then large circles, spread the fingers. And then open up the arms wide, lean it back, feeling into your heart, and shoulder taps. Engage with your breath. Say hello. He likes that, a lot of attention. My husband's here waving out the window to everyone. All right, hands on your hips, and you're gonna tick-tock. I just and circle. He does always come out at the right time. And reverse the circle, just feeling that energy opening up, hitting all the joints. All right, go ahead, and we're gonna go ahead and bring one knee up, give it a little hug, working on some balance, right? Or non-balance. Just kind of laughing, seeing where you're at, pulling it in slow. And then when you're ready, you're gonna tap your toe out in front. Feel that stretch along the back of your legs. Or look at your toe. Or look at your toe. Hey, nice to see you way over there. Right, all good. All right, we're gonna come right into the center and just start a little bounce. A little bounce right here. Some of us are gonna stay right here. We're just doing a little bounce. And then some of you are gonna feel the nudge to run in place with your knees a little higher. don't know who's going higher. It looks like Jamie's going higher. Oh, Kelly's going higher. I got some higher knees. We got about a 10-second countdown to go as fast as you can, wherever you are. Ready, set, go. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Last 5. Relax your shoulders, guys. And slow it down. Come back to that bounce. Or if you were already there, then welcome everyone to this pose. All right, next one. We're doing these little intervals, right? To say hello, to wake up. You're gonna start with your arms up here and you're gonna pull your arms down, knee up. So side to side, just like this. And again, you can stay low if you need to stay low. Otherwise, some of you are gonna feel an internal nudge that says, get going. And we're gonna pop a little hop for 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Good morning. And honor where your body is today and what you got going on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Little wiggle. Little shake. Yay. Take your feet wide. Take your hands right here to your shoulders. Some of you are just going to do a little like booty, push your booty back, and then reach up. It's going to be really low, light, but you can get a lot of energy just by pushing the arms. And then if you want, up to your toes. And if there's a nudge that says jump off the ground, go for it. 10 seconds, power push. Encourage your neighbor here to be where they're supposed to be, right? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay. All right, grab a sip of water and your stats chart. You guys still warmed up? Heart rate got moving? Yeah, something got moving, huh, Sarah?
I know, I was like, just shaking things out.
All right. So what I want you to do is grab your little stat sheet or your blank piece of paper, wherever you are, whatever you got going on. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our stats for the push-ups. So there are a lot of variations for the push-ups. You can do the push-ups on your knees. You can do them in plank. You can do a combination. So you'll see on the chart, it says plank. You may start out in plank and maybe do 1 and then drop to your knees. And then you'll get another number for how many you do on your knees. And you can log that. For those of you who need a variation, you can do the push-ups on the wall, on a bench, on the fireplace. And then some of you are going to exchange maybe instead of push-ups, you're going to have your weights and you're going to bicep curl, because that might be better for shoulder injury. And my suggestion is you pick a weight like an 8 or a 10, see how many you can do, and then your goal will be to up that weight or up the reps. Another option for push-ups is to lay on your back and the arms are up overhead. The weights are together and you're going to chest press like this. The thing is, I put the push-up on our stats because it is about upper body strength. It is about chest, shoulders, abs, everything, but mostly arms. So whether you're bicep or chest press. Yes? All right. So does everyone have a move? You got to move? Yes. Got to move, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right, Lori, you got to move?
Yes,
Move, move, move.
yes.
All right, go ahead and do a few practice moves. Everyone on screen and on the recording, I hope you have a move. Go ahead and practice a few. I want to check out your push-ups because if you're in plank or if you're on your knees and you're doing your push-ups with your butt up in the air, I'm going to ask you to walk your hands forward and squeeze your booty down so you have a straight line, not like this. Check your neighbor if they're doing this. Pull them into this and then push. Same thing with regular push-up, plank. We're not sagging down here, hard on the back. And we're not up here. We're right in the center. Whew. All right. Everyone got your moves? Thumbs up on screen so I know you got your moves. Yep. And you guys all ready?
Sure.
All right, we're going to do a little countdown. And this is our first stat of the year. Take a couple of breaths. And we start in 3, 2, 1, go. Count them out. You may start in plank until you can't do anymore. And then drop to your knees, finishing out on your knees. We're coming up on the halfway point. Make sure that you're breathing. We have about 30 more seconds, halfway. Fantastic form, Molly. Breathe through. Chin up just a little, Jamie. There you go. You guys look good. We have 15 seconds left. Keep breathing. You got it, Becky. That's it, Liz. You guys look fantastic. Nice job, Kim Handy. And stop. Woo. Whew. So if you have your paper, just write down push-ups, how you did them, how many you did on your knees, how many you did in plank. Or if you made a variation, what kind of variation, what kind of exercise you did. So you put down the logical, the hard number, but then I want you to write a few notes about how you felt and what you noticed. Like when I did this yesterday, I felt winded. I was like, whew, that was more winded than I was expecting. So I just put a little note. I put down, you know, my little plank number, my knee number, and then I wrote down winded after 1 minute, or my form. You could put things like my form, I didn't go all the way down, or, you know, whatever. You want to put a little description of feeling around it. And I know some of you don't like to, you know, clutter up your fancy paper. You can always write it on the back. And that's why it's nice to have your notepad to write all the notes in. How'd you do? How'd the push-ups go?
Better than I thought.
Yeah. How was it for you?
I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah.
I was looking at burpees. I did better than I thought I would.
Yeah. Yeah, and how'd you guys do on screen? We have the people here saying they actually did better than they thought. Yeah. Yeah, same with Liz. Liz is like thumbs up, yay. All right, we're going on to the next one. So the next exercise that we're going to get a stat for is the burpees. And I put the burpees in because they are, it does take a lot of coordination. And it's a really good cardio move. Even if you do a modification from coming up from high, standing tall, down low, and back up, it's a really powerful move, a real confidence booster. If you know you can get off the ground, it's a great move. But some of you, that's not going to really work for your body. So I'm going to show you some modifications for the burpee. So When we did the warm up today, we did our feet, hips distance, and hands here. We did a little push the booty out and press overhead. So this is one option, variation for the burpee. Some of you I know are working just on strength. You may just work on shoulder press right here or tricep kickback if you have a shoulder issue. So you can do some strength stuff instead of the burpee. The burpees can be done on the bench where you just walk it out, walk it in. You can jump it out, jump it in. Or you can do this on the ground. You can reach up, walk it out, and then stand up. The one I was doing was reach, jump, reach. So many options. I feel like, whew, take your pick, take your pick. All right. I want you to find your move, find the move that you're going to commit to. And no, you may have to change it, right, if something happens, but you're kind of solid on what you're going to do. Does everyone have a move? Got a move? Yep. Got to move. Those of you on screen, got to move. I want you to do a few. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. That's it, Kim. Nice. Nice hop at the end. Love it. Aw, you guys look good. You guys all ready? Here we go. Here we go. We practiced a few. It's time. It's time. All right, positive self-talk. Have fun with it. You get 1 minute of joyous burpees. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Timer's on.
Oh, you look strong.
Yes. Yes. We are at the halfway point, guys. Halfway point. Halfway. Breathe. And yes, you should be counting your burpees. You may have to re-record, re-watch the recording again. But yes, counting. Here we go. 15 seconds left. Last 15 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. What can you do? 8 seconds left. Here we go. Last 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I hear heavy breathing. Walk it out.
You'll breathe for a minute.
Walk it out. Walk it out. Grab some water. If today you really push through, take time to let your heart rate come down. Breathe. And then just sort of a shout out. Does anyone want to share their numbers? Yeah, go for it. 15? 15, 17. Anyone else just shouting out numbers? 14. Anyone else? 25? Yeah, 25. Nice. 11. Love it. On screen, anyone gonna do like this? How many did you do? 5, 10? 6? Nice. Becky Jones. She's a burpee master over there, a burpee beast for sure. All right, guys, again, write it down. Write it down, the number, and then go ahead and write a few comments about how were they. I mean, my comment was
Need to breathe.
my comment was it was fairly pleasant, but I was glad when I was done. And I also had the comment, I kept mine really smooth, like I didn't go super hard. I just was consistent and smooth. So just write down a few notes about how you're feeling and how it was for you on the burpees. All right, we're getting ready for the abs next. So the next one on our chart is going to be the abs. We have some modifications for this as well. So the main thing, and I had a hard time putting this one down because what happens is in the past, I've seen people, they want to get a really high number. So what happens is they start doing this ab crunch where they pull on their neck and it kind of looks like this. And they're pulling on their neck, but they're not engaging in their core because they want to get a high number. And I'm gonna suggest that you don't worry about the number, that you be a little more concerned about how is it burning in your core? And are you keeping a space and a gap between your chin and your chest? So the first one option is put your pretend apple under your chin, hands behind your head, and then reach your chin up towards the sky, squeezing your core. And you're gonna do them this way. You're not pulling on your head. See the difference? And your abs are gonna get tired faster. And they might even like conk out, and that's when your neck will come in. That means you need to rest, regroup, and then re-engage in the core. So you have that option. Form is really best. I don't really care about the number. It's going to be more like, did you get into the feeling of contracting the core? The other one that some people really like, and I like this one too, is the super crunch. So you're going to bring your elbows and knees together and then tap your toes on the ground. It's a super crunch. So you're working the upper abs and then the lower abs as well. Everything's coming up together and you have this super crunch. That's an option. Or some of you may want to pick the starfish. You're out in like a wide legs, wide arms, and then you're going to tap your toe, opposite toe to hand. You can come up onto your elbow. This one's, it's a really advanced move if you lift your chest, or if you just want to lay your head on the ground. It's a little easier and it works more of the lower ab. All right. If abs don't work at all, you can bridge lift. If you want to work a little bit more on your glutes, you can bridge lift. All right. We have lots of options. Thinking about what works best for your body. You got your moves? Everyone's got your move? Yeah, everyone's very aware of not pulling on the neck, right? All right. With a little smile, do a few, check them out, try a little practice few. Make sure that is the right move for you. You can change your mind at the last minute here if you need to. Little breather. All right. You got it, Lori? Got your move? Awesome. Here we go. It's time. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, go for it. Good. You feeling it in your core, Becky? Good. Keep squeezing and contracting. Nice. Exhale each time you lift. Beautiful form, Lori. You got it. And that's what makes it different, huh? Right? You're at the halfway point. Excellent form. We are at the 20-second left point. 20 more seconds. Looks fantastic, Becky Jones. All of you guys on the recording, breathe through it. We have 8 seconds left. Stay with your abs, stay with your core. 3, 2, and 1. Stop. Take a little breather and write down your number. Your number, write it down. It may not be a crazy high number, but this is where writing the notes around how you feel how it was for you. Maybe the note you'll want to write down is stay out of the neck. Maybe that will be your practice through the next 5 weeks, is staying in connection with core, not the neck. All right. So we're going to come on to our next stat, which is the run, walk, the 1 mile. We're actually not doing that right now because that would take too long, right? Some of us, our miles are 40 minutes. Some of us, our miles are 20 minutes. And we're not going to take up our time because it's really something that you can do on your own. If you do come to the park, we will do it. We'll have a little course at the park. And what I always suggest for people about this 1 mile, it is something to do, you can do before class or right after class. I also think doing the walking or running, however you're going to do your mile, is a great thing to do on the days off. So if you're doing the strength Monday, Wednesday, Friday, doing an intense power walk or run on those off days is really good. And for in terms of hormones and working with your body, the reason a lot of us are still holding on to fat is because we get in this panic of, I got to work out really hard. I got to constrict all my calories to have results. And it throws the body in this tailspin on top of our already stressful lives. We are already overly stressed, overly thinking everything, overly scheduled. And so taking this mile walk as a stress reducer, as a way to connect in nature, can be probably the best, most powerful, healthy thing you can do during this series. So just something to think about. There's a couple other things. There's some of you that are runners and that 1 mile is not enough for your body. And so some of you may change that 1 mile to 5 miles or 2 miles or whatever it is that you want to get a stat on. And some of you may have an issue with running or walking and that you need to be on your bike. So here's the thing. I want you to take a minute and think about, what is it that you are going to do that's going to be best for your body during this series? So it can be a combination walk run. It can be a jog slow the whole time is how you're going to get your time. Or maybe you're just going to power it out and sprint the whole mile. So just think about, what is the distance? How do you want to do it? And then what course will you select? Because I want you to pick a course that whatever you get your time on, that's the course that you do the time again on. I don't want you to just run wherever, because there's variations in elevation, in rolling hills. So if you can, pick one 1 mile course, preferably near your house, that doesn't have a lot of options of rerouting yourself. Like, oh, I can't go to that park because it's too far and I don't have enough time. Sometimes if we pick a course right outside our front door, half a mile out and a half a mile back, it makes it more doable for you. Just something to think about if you know yourself. If you know yourself. So we're just going to go around and kind of just think about or share what your plan is going to be. So I'll share mine first. I have a course right after my acupuncture appointment across on Sierra College. There's that secret ravine trail. So I always give myself like 5 minutes to warm up walk. And then I ran a full mile at that course. And then I walked back for a cool down. So that was going to be my course. And my mile time was, I'm not a fast miler, but I was glad I actually ran the whole thing. So that was a cool thing. Is anyone else on screen ready to share? Cherie, ready to share what you're going to do?
Yes, I do. I have a dog, so I'm going to leave the dog at home for this one.
Mhm.
Okay, so I can really get a good time. And I have a couple courses right around the house, and I'm thinking I'm going to do both of them and just look at if they're a mile, and then I'm going to go late in the evening when it's cool. I'm just going to go for a quick walk
Love it.
without a dog. No
I
dog.
love that, without the dog, or sometimes kids too. You may want to leave them at home. They'll
Yeah.
drag it down.
No kids either, just me and my body.
Love it. Anyone else on screen willing to share what their plan is? Just kind of wave right here. All right, Kim. You have to take yourself off mute.
I do a 5-mile walk directly from my front door. We've been doing it forever from this house, so I'll stick with that. The problem is sometimes I'm just in a mood to saunter more or less. So, timing it has got to be one of those days when I really feel like walking it with intention.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what your time would be with intention, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it, Kim. Good
Thank
to
you.
have you back. Anyone here willing to share?
Oh, I'll share. I'm gonna do a 2-mile walk.
Awesome. Kelly's committing. She said it. It's recorded. 2-mile walk. 2-mile walk is what she's committing to for her time. I love it. I love it. Anyone else? Did you pick your loop yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I have a 6-mile course I do Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I noticed like I gradually my split paces on the 6 miles are pretty slow, but the last mile I actually I'm in a hurry to get home. So I think I'm gonna pay attention to that last mile and just kind of record my time for that.
I love it. Good. We have time for one more.
When you say just a mile, it makes me think I could do some running, and I missed it and I haven't been doing it. But I have been walking.
Yeah.
So, and that pace it varies depending on who I'm walking with.
Right.
So, but a mile just out of my house, out my front door,
Mhm.
and just, setting my thing for intervals. I might try that again and see.
Yeah.
I'll try it for a couple weeks and see how my body responds.
I love that. And all of us, right? We kind of have an idea of what we're going to do. Some of you guys are really solid. You're like, yep, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. All good. And then some of you are just going to try a few things. And I love that, Sarah, because, maybe you're going to walk and then maybe for 20 steps, you're going to run on the first one. And it's only 20 steps. And then you're just going to play around with it when you get that little nudge, right? We're listening to those nudges and play around with that and see where you start this weekend, right? We want everyone to have their stats done by Monday for sure. That run in and everything kind of dialed in by Monday. And then we'll see how it goes over the next 5 weeks and see what changes. Good? All good? Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to have you guys do is as you go through, you can color and fancy up your thing. You can write your notes on the back. The cool thing about having a chart like this and just coloring it in is you can think about and dream about what it is your goals are for this. Like you have a really clear place of where you're at. But as you're coloring, I want you also to log in and document where you want to go. So if you got your stats today and you're looking at your push-ups, where do you want to be at the end of 5 weeks? Yeah, we'll talk more about that once everyone gets their stats, but that's where we're going next. Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be with your abs? Where do you want to be on that run? And how do you want to feel at the end? All right. There's a lot of process involved. And again, today is about laying the groundwork for this. So everyone's good. Are there any questions? Any questions? Does everyone feel solid? Just thumbs up if you're feeling kind of solid and sort of excited. You know where you are and you're kind of Excited about where you're going to go. Yay. And I tell you what, we have these fun, fancy little documentation boards, and there's a line for each person. And so I'll be putting your names here, and I'll be filling in your beginning stats. And then at the last day, I'll fill in your ending stats. So it's really important that you take a snapshot of this once you get it, and then I'll fill it in for you. Or, you know, I have fancy pens. You want to write in your own today, feel free to write in how you are. And if you're live or if you're on screen, I'll fill it in for you and I'll make it as pretty as I can for you. Right? There is something powerful in journaling, in writing, in coloring, in writing stuff. It makes it more real. So that's why we have these. And a big thank you to Molly for making it. Look how pretty they are. I'm just so proud of these. They're so cool. Anyways, we have these charts and then we'll be able to pull them up from year to year. And I'll try and bring some to the park for those of you that have done these for, you know, the last 7 years and see where you were 7 years ago. It's kind of fun to see. All right, if we don't have any questions, I'm going to have you come onto your mat. We're going to go through a little bit of yoga stretching and then a deep grounding meditation to really feel into what you want. So come into tabletop. And with your hands right underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers. You're going to find some movement in tabletop. Maybe some circles. And just saying hello to your body. And then when you feel ready, you're going to come into neutral pose, drop your belly, lift your chin, and exhale, press round. Inhale, drop the belly. Pull your palms towards your knees and press, exhale. 2 more. And round. Come back to neutral. You're going to tap the top of your feet. And then tuck your toes and lift your tailbone to the sky for down dog. Feet are wide, knees are soft, drop your head. Take about 3 big exhales here. Drop back down to your knees. And then extend your right leg out to the side. Turn and rock from left to right. It's going to look like this, side to side. It's a nice stretch in the hip. This is like my favorite move today. Ah, feels so good. And then go ahead and bring that knee in and extend the other leg out. Start with a little rock from left to right. Stay noticing where you feel this, what feels good. Return it back into tabletop, a little tap at the tops of the feet. And tuck the toes when you're ready. Down dog, pedaling, 1 heel at a time. And you can come from plank to down dog if that feels good. Any kind of movement. Relax and loosen your head and neck. And then step your feet wide. And then just sink your hips down. If it feels good, you can rest your forearms on your knees. Stretch side to side. And then whatever else your body's asking for. Maybe it's just a hanging forward fold. And then working your way into our final meditation for today. Some of you will come seated, grounded. Some of you may want to lay on your back for this meditation. We're going to come into the closing of the class. So if you're seated, you're going to lift the chest, but relax the shoulders, drop the back of the hands on the knees. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gaze is down or eyes closed if that's comfortable. Rooting your sit bones into the earth. And imagining a taproot from the base of your spine, tailbone, down through the earth. Rooting in, down through the layers of earth. Heading towards the center. That taproot is going through the sand, the clay, weaving its way through all the rock and wrapping around the center core of the earth. Giving a little tug, a pull, breathing in that earth energy. Breathing it in through the roots. Like sipping water through a straw. You're going to breathe in, sip up that energy from the earth. Pulling it through the rock. Pulling it through the clay. Past the sand and right up to your tailbone and feeling earth's energy hit your spine and bringing it up through your body. Earth energy, letting it run down your legs. Pulling it up through your core, down your arms. Pulling it up through your heart to your head, filling up your entire body. Honoring where you are today in your strength. Having gratitude for committing to these next 5 weeks. Having gratitude for showing up, maybe just for today. Let yourself feel that gratitude and that sense of proud accomplishment, joy for what body you do have right now. Take a minute to feel into 5 weeks from now as we sit here on July 15th. I want you to feel how your body has changed. How do you feel in your body with more strength, with more flexibility? with more coordination. Maybe your shoulders are more open. You feel more confident. What is that feeling you want to have at the end of this series? Let yourself have that now. What does it feel like? Take a breath in. Hold up at the top and let it go. Take another breath in and hold, feeling that feeling. Let it go. One last time, breathe it in. And then feel again that feeling of how you show up at the end of 5 weeks. What are you wearing? Let it go. Gently flutter open the eyes. Bring your prayer hands to heart. And we are complete. Bowing forward and namaste. Yay! All right. So this is the calm before the storm. When you come to workout Friday, I want you to bring your weights. We're going to go through things a little bit quicker. We're going to really work with our bodies. Have a fantastic day today. Finish up your stats. And if you have questions, I'll stay after a little bit longer. If you have to go. And we'll be together again on Wednesday, or no, Friday. Today is Wednesday. We'll be together again on Friday, and some of you I'll see on tomorrow night, Thursday night. All right. Great job. All right. We'll see you. Questions? You guys good? I'm going to pull out the pens for the board so that you can write down some of your fancy stats.
It's my loop too, but I can improve a lot.
The middle play status, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like I start slow.
I do too.
My last one though tends to be fastest. I don't know why.
Oh, that's funny. I tend to be
All right. So those of you guys on the recording, if you have questions, feel free to text me, email me with anything. I'm here for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.